Hello, welcome back. Today we're doing a reading for March 14th until March 20th, 2021. We'll take a look into your recent past, your present energy, and what's coming up for all of you. This will be for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs in Cancer should you cross-watch. And as always, this is a general reading and it might not resonate for everybody, which is absolutely fine. Take the things that are for you and leave everything else behind to get into your higher vibes. If you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. I'm very thankful for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes so far. If today's reading does resonate for you, please do leave me a thumbs up and any comments or questions you might have down below. I love to hear from you, so don't be shy. Let's see what's going on for Cancer today. Okay, overall energy for you here, Cancer, is the Seven of Pentacles. We are talking about growth, about investing, maybe expanding what we have. Yeah. In the recent past here, we have the Five of Wands, the Six of Cups, and the Emperor. This, to me, Cancer, feels like sibling rivalry. Like, who will carry on the family legacy in the best way, and starting to be competitive with your sibling or your siblings or your family members in some way to achieve some sort of status. Yeah, it feels a little bit like family drama to me in that regard. Getting into the present energy, we have the Strength card, the Three of Wands, and the Four of Cups. So, you know, feeling like you need to really steady yourself, put that shell up around yourself, making plans. There's energy of needing to kind of outsmart people, of having all those details figured out in advance so that you are just ready to be moving forward. I think you're getting a little bit caught up in the planning though, because I don't know that you, sweet, sensitive Cancer creatures that you are, love the notion of having to compete or feeling like you're in a position where you need to compete with people that you love and care about and consider your family, right? Like, you're very loyal and loving by nature to those that are really in with you. So it feels counterintuitive to who you are fundamentally. So I think you're having a hard time with that. So you're focusing more on planning and less on, you know, the combative stuff. Getting into the future energy, things look really good for you here, Cancer. We have the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. Starting to let go, recognizing that your version of independence or success as it relates to all of this going on is for you to decide. Your definition of what happiness means, of what wealth means, of what independence means, those are very personal things. They're different to everybody. And I think you're going to have that realization and be able as such to let go of that expectation, let go of the need to feel competitive. Maybe you have a sibling who's just super competitive and you just don't want to like stoop to their level, so to speak. And you're recognizing that you don't have to. You don't have to lead their path. You don't have to be on the same path as they are. And that you can protect yourself a little bit more. You can hold on more closely to what you do have and what you do know, and it doesn't need to be in competition with anybody else. We'll do some clarifying and see what else we can figure out here. Starting with the Seven of Pentacles. Remember, the overall energy here has to do with growth, okay? You know, maybe also it's possible that you've lost somebody in your family, a parent recently, and there's some fighting and things that are coming up surrounding inheritances. That definitely could be a reality that you're facing or dealing with right now, and that's causing distraction. Awakening the Queen of Voices and the Ten of Voices here. Again, this is recognition not only of needing to do some letting go of any hurt that you've been carrying around, any negative thoughts and things that you have been toting onto, because they are not helping you expand in the ways that you need to here. And not only that, letting go by speaking your truth when you need to. Letting go by actually taking that thought, that feeling, that need to communicate whatever it is to whoever needs to hear it, and letting it out through your mouth so that they can know. If you're somebody who often just swallows your own feelings, swallows your own emotions so that you're not of inconvenience to others, I think you're going to recognize that there's more power for you in just being able to say it. And that's going to allow you to expand as a person. Let's take a look here at the Emperor in the recent past. The Sun, the Fool, and the Wheel. Yeah. If you are somebody who has recently lost someone who was like a figurehead in your family, I'm really getting an energy of like, you know, that this person would want you to be able to pursue your dreams in whatever way that looked like, and they would want to facilitate that however they could. And that's going to be a real focus for you, that, you know, life is short and I need to go after the things I want. That's what they would want for me. If this sense of family pride competition is going on external to there being a death of any kind in your family, I do think there is somebody who is in a monarch type position in your family who is on your side, who is going to encourage you to really chase your happiness right now, instead of getting caught up in sort of the drama, like the dramatic energy going on here, this need to be in competition, this need to create obstacles for one another, this need to kind of like be better than the others. You know, I think you're going to have somebody in your corner. And otherwise, it's going to be a recognition that that person would have been in your corner and would have wanted you to chase your dreams here and chase your happiness, not just do what you thought other people wanted you to do. Let's look in the present energy at this Three of Wands. The Magician, the Page of Inspiration, and the Page of Voices. So getting into planning phase for sure for the future in a highly detailed manner here, but also focusing it around where you know your strongest skill sets are. And I think for you, Cancer, there's some recognition that you are an effective communicator, and also you're good at self-starting. And so you want to use those two things to help to push your dreams forward here. Even though I do think like there's some distraction that's keeping you from moving forward. We'll look at this Four of Cups. Six of Voices, Four of Materials, and the Four of Cups coming up again here for you. Lots of fours. So, you know, stability is definitely a theme you're dealing with right now, Cancer. This to me feels like, you know, do I cut and run or do I stay and suffer through all of this? Obviously, you're dealing with some big emotions right now that are making you want to retreat, making you want to go back into your shell, making you not want to face what you have to face, just kind of like hold on tight and see what happens. And I think you do recognize that that's not helpful and that's not going to help you advance in any way, but you're having difficulty shaking that feeling. Let's look in the future energy here at, oh, what did they give me? Queen of Materials. Yeah. You just want to feel secure and nurtured and like, you know, even, I think. This is becoming... You're being distracted by what other people are doing. Let's look at this Ten of Swords. Justice, the Seven of Inspiration, and the Hierophant. Yeah. I think there's some pressure here, or there was perceived pressure of upholding tradition, of upholding, remember we talked competition in the family. Maybe you have a family business and there is expectation that you and your siblings, you or your siblings, whatever that looks like, are to uphold it. And you don't maybe want to do that. And so you're trying to protect yourself and you're hoping that you won't have to just like follow tradition, that you can continue to follow your own sense of happiness, your own sense of security. Yeah, I'm sorry that if it's a little bit confusing here. I feel a little bit confused. I continue to get this sense that like there's been a dynamic shift in the family that has caused all this to happen. So, maybe parents retiring and needing to take over a business, maybe somebody passing away and needing to take care of all those affairs. We'll take one last message here. Knight of Wands, 10 of Cups, and the Judgment card here. You need to make a decision about your own happiness, Cancer, and what that's going to look like for you, particularly as it relates to your family. These are people that, for better or for worse, are sort of part of your life for the long run for most people, unless, you excommunicate from them. And I think you do want to have a positive relationship with your family, but we're working on setting boundaries and focusing on where we can contribute and where we need to have our own space here. So, really analyze what your triggers are in this scenario, and not, compromising your needs, your wants, your happiness to do just what is expected of you. I hope this is helpful. If it was, please do leave me a comment down below. Please subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you all next week.